This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. News is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Well, thanks so much for joining us here on KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Today is Wednesday, October 12th. Well, around 11:30 last night, power went out to thousands of VEA members. According to Valley Electric Association, the power outage Tuesday night affected around 9,400 electric and internet members. All services were restored between 4.5 to 5 hours. The outage was due to equipment failure. VEA says a paddle on the jumper broke on the 138 kilovolt line between Thousand Air Boulevard and the Charleston Park substations. Well, 2 officers with the Nye County Sheriff's Office spoke to our camera during a rally on Monday night regarding charges that were submitted recently by the Nye County Sheriff's Office for what they are calling computer crimes. A growing movement since the Prump Fall Festival parade called Cops for Joe has taken off, stemming from officers that are seeking an administrative change at the Nye County Sheriff's Office. 2 officers who promoted this rally were subject of an investigation recently. The Nye County Sheriff's Office said that they had forwarded a complaint to the Nye County District Attorney Chris Arabia for Lieutenant Adam Tibbet and Sergeant Corey Fowles, whose stepfather Bill Becht is named as Undersheriff for Joe McGill, who is Sheriff Sharon Morley's opponent in the general election on November 8th. The DA refused to file charges against the officers who were on leave for 1 day from the Nye County Sheriff's Office for what the sheriff said was computer crimes and conspiracy. The DA said it was a Facebook page that Fowles, Tibbets, and Captain David Brukowitz operated together, and they took Brukowitz off the page or pages as an administrator. Sergeant Fowles and Tibbets have returned to work, and their attorney sent out a press release and explained in greater detail the dispute. Neither of the officers used any of the computers at the Nye County Sheriff's Office for anything that had to do with non-work related activities.
Cops for Joe is a PAC that Adam and I founded. The mission for Cops for Joe is to be the voice of your local sheriff's deputy, sergeant, and detective that otherwise might not want to be boisterous during the campaign. So the mission of Cops for Joe is to provide those working first responders with a voice to be heard. So that's what we're out here doing. My stepfather is going to be Joe McGill's undersheriff in January. There have been many internal and criminal investigations against the current sheriff's political opponents. Some of them charged criminally, some internally. Some have been placed on leave, some have not. It's been very inconsistent, and we don't know what to expect. And like you said, recently, Adam and I were the subject of a criminal and internal investigation. We thought that it was frivolous. The district attorney also felt that way, so we're thankful that the district attorney made the right decision that had the spirit and the letter of the law in mind.
I think we're really thankful that he was able to and willing to give that much information so that people knew the real story, because too often the information that is released to the public is vague and ambiguous, and it seems at times intended purely to skew the public opinion rather than give actual fact. There was nothing related to law enforcement information or law enforcement computers or agency computers or any county equipment whatsoever. This was entirely off-duty, personal issues and situations that it was dealing with. And I think that the taxpayers are a little appalled that there was so much invested in this frivolous complaint and so little invested in real crimes that could actually make our community safer. Well, I'll give you the very summarized version, is that there was a Facebook page that was shared that had existed for several years. The name of that page was Pahrump Politics. And after the page started to be used for what I consider to be slanderous and malicious purposes, I felt that I needed to put a stop to it.
Well, we'll have more on that rally and what it was actually about and Sheriff Sharon Worley's meet and greet, which was occurring at the same time on Monday night in the coming days. Well, a man is arrested after a female is found deceased inside a room following an alleged overdose. Officers with the Nye County Sheriff's Office were dispatched to the area of Patros Street here in Pahrump in regards to a female that was not breathing inside a home. Upon arrival, they met with an individual identified as Stephen Quintero, who stated that the female was inside the back room and was described as a 25-year-old who was allegedly overdosing on cocaine and unresponsive. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue made contact with the individual, who was pronounced deceased on scene. At that time, they said that Quintero became upset, disregarded several commands not to re-enter the room or disturb the body. They said that he pushed past emergency personnel and abruptly entered the room. He began grabbing and hugging the body and refused to let go. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies said that they had to detain him, and he physically pulled away, balling his fist and stating something to the effect that he would fight anyone if they did not let him go. During the investigation, deputies stated that Quintero advised that they had done cocaine earlier in the day and that the female went into her room to take a nap, but he had not checked on her for approximately 1 hour. At that time, he stated that she was unresponsive. In the declaration of arrest, police state that there was a loaded Glock handgun inside the bedroom within reach of the children that were inside the home, as well as drugs within reach. At this time, Stephen Quintero was arrested and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center, where he is facing charges of resisting a public officer, obstructing a public officer, and child abuse and neglect and endangerment. More local news on the other side of this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on. This segment of the news is brought to you by John Air. For all your heating and air conditioning needs, call 775-751-2372.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, thankfully, no serious injuries as a result of a rear-end collision this afternoon on the highway. NHP is conducting that crash investigation. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies, and Nevada Highway Patrol were dispatched to a two-vehicle rear-end collision crash on Highway 372 in front of Valley Electric Association this afternoon. Upon arrival, all occupants were checked out on scene and declined to be medically transported. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies directed traffic around the incident, while Nevada Highway Patrol conducted the accident investigation. Both vehicles sustained moderate to major damage. According to Nevada Highway Patrol, one person was detained during the crash investigation. One of the vehicles pulled into the Valley Electric parking lot. That was a pickup truck. The other vehicle, still on the roadway, was described as a white sedan. That driver received a citation on site from Nevada Highway Patrol for causing the crash. Well, the public is being asked for some help in finding a truck that was stolen from a nonprofit that builds and delivers beds for children who don't have one.
Thursday morning when I woke up to go to work, I opened the garage door and my truck was gone. What a shock. It's a white 1997 Ford F-150. It's a beautiful truck. Had brand new tires on it. We just put a new motor in it back in January, and all of a sudden it's gone. We called the sheriff's department. They came down. They checked our neighbors' cameras, but none of them had a actual shot of it disappearing.
So I don't know how they did it, unless they jump-started with the screwdriver. I don't know.
All right.
Well, I had the Sleep in Heavenly Peace magnets on it, which I'm sure they took those off right away, but that was our vehicle we used to deliver the beds and buy the wood to make the beds. So
yeah, because you guys are part of a nonprofit. You run this nonprofit out here. I mean,
Right.
these are beds for kids who don't have beds.
Correct.
Right.
I mean, they knew it because the magnets were on the door, so they had to see it. They had to know what they were stealing. The only thing it had, back in September, somebody had backed into it, and there's a couple of little scratches right above the left rear tire. That would be the only distinguishing mark. And also on the tailgate, it looks like there's like two fingertip handprints towards the bottom of the gate, right above the bumper. Other than that, the thing is
in good shape.
Yeah.
Nevada license plate?
497WEX.
All right. And new tires.
Brand spanking.
Brand new.
So
if you guys have any sight of it, or if you know of anybody that might have been involved, if you please call the Nye County Sheriff's Department at area code 751-7000. We'd really appreciate it.
All right. And once again, the description of this vehicle.
A 1997 white Ford F-150. It's a long bed. It's got brand new tires, chrome rims, chrome bumpers. It's a beautiful truck.
And if you missed any pictures of that truck, they are posted on our KPVM Facebook page. Well, congratulations to Don Myers, who won the Rotary's $10,000 cash extravaganza over the weekend. We caught up with the president of Rotary, Eddie Williams, to find out more.
Don Myers.
So Dawn is not here, but this is her employee, and she's going to get in the picture, but the check will go to Dawn.
This is our annual biggest fundraiser year. We call it the extravaganza, and it's a luau theme this year. We probably got 200 plus individuals that's in attendance here. Everybody's having a great time. I'm having a great time, and you look at the 3 screens behind us, you see all the pictures that the Rotary Club does in this community throughout the year, every year. And we're proud to make conditions better for the community citizens as we go about doing things. Rotarians are organization of workers, and we like to get out and do things in our community. And so I've been a member for probably about 3.5 years in this community here, and I'm really excited about being a part of it, and I'm really excited about being the president of the club here. And I'm get out and do a lot of traveling to other clubs in Las Vegas and also California and learn different things that they're doing in their community. So just a great fellowship of Rotarians, a lot of camaraderie built up, some of the best friends you can have anywhere in the world. And as you can see, everybody's having a great time here. And one of my goals as the president of this extravaganza is make sure that everyone have a 100% customer satisfaction. And if everybody leave here with that type of excitement, I know that I've done our job, and all of the people that's here, to include the committee chairman, Dina Erdag, and all the other committee members that worked along with her and all of our members in the club in general that helped make this all possible for the community. And so it's just an honor for me.
How many tickets did you guys sell?
We sold 300 plus. That's what we started out with, and we got all of them sold, and that was a great, great thing that we did.
And that is for the goal of winning this $10,000.
Yes, that's the goal to win the $10,000, and we do have winners, and we have Sherry Starbuck won it last year, and she's one of our gold sponsors this year, and so hopefully, maybe I might do one of it this year, I don't know, but anyway, it's exciting, and it's just what you can get when you buy one of these tickets. You didn't have to buy but one out of 350, you have your chances to win it. We got great door prizes, we got great 50-50 prizes, and we got great solid option prize that we haven't much started yet. But anyway, it's just fantastic. These prizes are all donated by the community, donated by the Rotary Club members. So yes, people love to get involved in this event because it does so much for the community with the funds that we collect from here. It goes all back to the community. So that's the important thing. It's going to allow us to go out and do more good things for citizens within the community. For the Rotarian base, we're going to have a Christmas party that's going to be on the 10th of December at Darlene Howard's house. It's one of our longtime members in the community. And then pretty much things going to quiet down for a little bit until like around about March, April next year. Other than just going to start building ramps now. Pretty much every Saturday since the weather's gotten much cooler. So we're going to be doing a lot of building ramps for disabled veterans as well as other senior citizens that deserve within the community.
News 25 will return in just a moment.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. Also brought to you by Silver State Health. Visit silverstatehealth.org or call 702-471-0420 for an appointment. News 25, local news you can count on.
October is SIDS, or Sudden Infant Death Syndrome Awareness Month. Earlier this year, the American Academy of Pediatrics updated its sleep guidelines for infants, which emphasize the need for babies to sleep on their backs, specifically on flat, non-inclined surfaces without any soft bedding.
It's really important because a lot of incidents of SIDS, or sudden infant death syndrome, are related to overheating suffocation, getting wrapped up in bedding.
According to the Academy, approximately 3,500 infants die from sleep-related deaths in the United States every year. The updated guidelines include quite a few changes, including not using car seats, strollers, swings, and infant carriers for routine sleep. Parents are also encouraged to sleep in the same room, but not in the same bed as their baby, for at least the first 6 months. In addition, they should avoid the use of commercial devices that claim to reduce the risk of SIDS or other sleep-related deaths. Products claiming to increase sleep safety may provide a false sense of security and complacency for caregivers. Dr. Gina Robinson with Cleveland Clinic Children's says that also goes for cardiorespiratory monitors, which can give false readings.
You get a lot of false positive alarms with those. They're not necessarily all accurate. And I think if you have a device like that, it might make you a little bit lax on following the guidelines and making sure that your baby is in that safe space to sleep.
Well, today, Pat Lemming is with a really cute and cuddly doggie named Elm, who is one of 3 terriers who were dropped off at a rescue recently and are available for adoption at Never Forgotten Animal Society.
Today's Save a Pet segment is made possible by Realty Executives in Action. Put the team at Realty Executives in action for you.
Hi, this is Pat with Never Forgotten Animal Society in Pahrump. This is Elm. He is a little baby terrier. We think dachshund mix. We really don't know what he's mixed with, but he's a little love. As you can tell, he's a very sweet little man. He loves being held. He loves interacting with everybody. He loves being in your lap. And I don't know if you can see, but his little tail's going a mile a minute. He's just wanting to be held and cuddled. Our adoption fee is $350 for any of our puppies, which includes their spay, neuter, microchip, all of their vaccinations, and rabies certificate. And they're available any day of the week, Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment is necessary. You're more than welcome to come in anytime. We are right behind Wells Fargo Bank at 520 East Street. On Suite C, we have a banner on a window that says we have kittens. Come on in that door anytime and meet these guys. I currently have about 15 puppies of various breeds. You're welcome to come in and meet them. We have some of the moms here as well if you're interested in adopting an older dog. An older dog's adoption fee is $250. It includes the same things: spay, neuter, microchip, vaccinations, and rabies certificate. So you're welcome to come in and meet them anytime. So this is Elm. He just came in yesterday. He's a sweet little man. He's got 2 sisters that are here as well, and you're welcome to come in anytime. Our number is 775-537-8674, and come on in. We look forward to meeting you.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Looking over Mount Charles with just a little bit of sprinkle of clouds. Wonder what's in store for the overnight highs and tomorrow. We're going to find out in just a moment.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. What a beautiful fall weather map we have looking at us. Weather triplets, Fernley Fallon, Carson City, 80 degrees. They're so cute when they're together, don't you think? Out in Tonopah, 76 degrees. That's the Cool Spot Award winner today, as is the case so much this week. Gosh, Goldfield saw 77, Beatty at 89. Hot spot, Amargosa, no surprise, 92 degrees. Vegas was pretty good at 90, actually, still vacation worthy. And out in Death Valley, 103 degrees. It's Death Valley. Here in the Paradise of Pahrump, look at us. We've got 88 degrees currently. Outpaced Vegas today, high today of 91. Winds out of the west-southwest at 5 miles per hour as the sun rose this morning. And all that's hope and glory for the new day at 6:48. We said, rejoice! And let's look for that sunset, because that's pretty good too. 6:11 this evening. Look for it. A low tonight of 58 degrees. Winds continuing out of the east to 5 miles per hour and setting us up for a couple of days of beautiful sunshine. Look at this. Whoa, sunshine next couple of days. 90 degrees for a high. We'll see a bunch of clouds starting to appear in our future Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Oh, wow, pretty much the rest of the week. You'll see those temperatures dipping down from the 90s into the low 80s. We end up the week about 82, 83 degrees, Tuesday, Wednesday. That many days of cloud, somebody's going to get wet at some point, but we'll let you know if anything serious develops, all right? Back to the desk, here's Deanna.
And once again, we are having a Halloween event, and that will be in the Calvada Eye. If you would like to join us, you can give us a call or give Barbara Johnston a call at the Rotary. It's going to be on Halloween night from 5 until 8 p.m. And we are asking if anybody would like to decorate a booth or have a car there for a trunk or treat to come on down. Of course, it is free. You just need to buy the candy. And this is going to be the Rotary and the Kiwanis Club First Choice Pregnancy Center. We're going to have both the Nye County Sheriff's Office candidate Sharon Worley and Nye County Sheriff's Office candidate Joe McGill is going to be joining us as well. And then all sorts of other groups, of course. You can go on our KPVM Facebook page to find out more information. It is called the Spook Eye Calvada Eye event. It's called Spook Eye Halloween. And so look for it there on our KPVM Facebook page as well. We have our flyer up there, and Halloween night, 5 until 8 p.m. Come on down to the Calvada Eye. It's going to be so much fun. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell from all of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. Have a great night.